Alrighty, hello every folks. May notice this is a tad bit later than last time. Turns out earlier today I had actually gone and started this thing, and I guess OBS crashed at some point, so I don't know if any bit of that is going to pop up later. Don't know if any of it saved, I don't know if any of it did anything. I didn't miss very much, essentially the same thing as last time, just kind of dealt with three of the ones over here, so you know, one more continent clear, so that leaves just here and then all of the Americas, pretty much. So yeah, you know, slow and steady kind of situation. It took like, I would say in total like 8 attempts on these three, but, you know, eventually got it. Got pretty lucky with starting room spawns and stuff like that. Actually, I think like 3 of those times there was the green guy. Like, if I could use this as an example, like, if the core was over here, and then the lab was over here, and then, like, we started over here, and then, like, this is the big, well, I guess this is the big danger L shape in one of those fortress spawns. Pretty much what I was going for is, I've started noticing that you could actually just pop the little buggy into the hallway here, which prevents a bunch of stuff from attacking, so that's basically what I was doing. Essentially going in, opening the door, popping the buggy there, and then putting everybody else, you know, over to go into this room. Basically blinding everything in this room and then walking towards the core. So basically what happened there is, yeah, I did exactly that. Ultimately, you know, we ended up finding out whether there was a door here or not pretty easily without losing anybody, thanks to that green guy spawning in that first room several times. So, lost all 3 of those teams. Nobody made it back, but ultimately lost one of the dropships, all 3 teams, but they eventually got it. Actually, the last one would have been a loss for the dropship as well, but the, basically the last, okay, there were 3 guys on the door, one of them gets shot, one of them gets suppressed, and then the other one just, like, panics and runs into the core room, and then just dies right here, and then basically gets shot down by a drone. And then, yeah, that, like, random Andron guy is going for this last suppressed guy, and then completely whiffs, hits the C4 of the downed rookie, and then just boom, so the thing's gone. So that was the very last one, and then finally, you know, I was feeling pretty happy about that one, went to go check it, it's like, oh, hey, it crashed like 3 hours ago, way to not notice Mr. Chuckles, so, yeah, it's kind of been how everything today's gone. Though, to be fair, there were like 40 interruptions over the course of that entire thing. Because absolutely everything wants to go wrong entirely today, but whatever. Enough griping, enough groveling, let's move on here. So, do I have any peoples left back at these bases here? Let's see, so China does not have... I guess technically China has one more team. I went ahead and renamed this to the Victory Dumpster for the sake of getting rid of, you know, clearing off that entire region. It will, since nobody made it back from the other one, it'll essentially count as, you know, the one that made it back. Alright. Let's see here. Out of curiosity, can I make any of these? Probably Jackal's all I'm going to be able to go with. Not going to be able to make those, but they're not terribly good anyway. Actually, maybe want to go for these now that I think about it, because that's potentially a lot of good hurt coming out of that. And if you're wondering on the music, the background is from Secret of Mana 2, which Mr. Vale was requesting last time. Hello there, Mr. Reserve Good. How's things? Well, I'm assuming pretty lurky, based on what you said. But yeah, to explain what we're doing here, essentially this is Xenox X Division, essentially kind of like old-timey XCOM, except more modern, in a sense, and also taking place in the 70s because of reasons. And yeah, this is a mod that is functionally like Long War for the Enemy Unknown thing. But yeah, it expands a whole lot of things. This run was going very poorly, but we're slowly crawling it back. There were like, I think it was up to like somewhere between 13 to 15 bases that we've dealt with here, but we're down to the last 6. So, you know, slowly but surely. That's basically what this mod does. This allows you to come back from pretty much any situation, potentially, as long as you're you know, as long as you're gaining ground somewhere. Alright. Okay, and perfect timing for the next wave. All the planes are all well and back, so at this point we actually can start dealing with some of them. Since now there should only be enough to, well, hopefully they shouldn't be able to overwhelm my planes, let's put it that way. So I'm gonna go completely overwhelming force on every single one of them that pops in. Essentially dedicating one, or... that's potentially a way better point, so okay, whatever. We're gonna go for this first one. Should be doing better than last time anyway. And that positioning couldn't be worse. Okay. So they decided to attack head-on. These ones should be able to go this way. Number one is gonna try to do a quick turn and go that way, and let's see how they do. Okay, so he is aggroed on 2, so we're gonna have 3 circle around here. That sucks because the piranha's on number 2 here. So yeah, these kind of like little rockets or whatever they are, sucky missiles. Oh! Oh, no kidding! He's aggro towards number 3. Okay, I might just be able to swivel him back and forth then. Because these guys shouldn't take too long to finish off their attacks. Yeah, I'm just gonna have this guy swivel back and forth. Perfect. Yeah, wasn't expecting that one. Alright. Turn off both throttles, go right up his butt, and we should be good here. And yeah, let's have you turn around one more time. Should put them right into position, please don't get shot. Oh crap. Survive it. Oh, that sucks. Alright, whatever. Got his payload off anyway. Yeah, anti-missile is going to keep him safe from the other stuff. Yeah, I got 46 off of that one. This guy's damage probably wouldn't have been terribly significant, so whatever, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Oh. Okay, I think fast forward might screw with the anti-missile. That shouldn't have happened. Alright. Speed everybody up here. These ones should be able to finish it one way or another. Alright. Looks like he's aggro towards 1. So 1 can go up this way. These 2 can go up this way. Should be all good. Hello there. Just got armor core for answer. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I like it so far. Actually, no, he's aggroed towards 3. That's rare. Okay. I should point out this aggroing towards one particular thing is actually... it's a weird quirk of this particular patch. Or no, he is aggroed towards 1. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, normally you wouldn't see this kind of thing going on at all, just because it's very exploitable. Especially once you've got faster planes, but oh well. It's going to be a little bit of a sharper angle here, so these guys can close in. Keep that angle going a little bit like this. And as long as we keep them turning, and these guys can continue on their attack, we should be alright. Yeah, hope you like graphs. Gonna be a lot of graphs in this one. Well, all things considered, we should finally be getting back on track here. After a very, very long time of, you know, trying to beat bases and things like that. Still got 6 of them to go, like I mentioned earlier, but we should be getting back on track. He's getting way too close. Yeah, unfortunately we lost that one because he got way too close. He didn't slow down in time. Let's keep you going this way. Give me a slow right. small chance that these guys might be able to pull it off, as long as they don't do exactly that. Okay, keep going this way. Okay, at 85, 50 auto cannon shots left. Alright, he's out. So we are out of here. Actually, don't take that route. Speed up, he should be able just to squeeze out this way. Meanwhile, this one can just kind of slowly spin his way out of here. Should be able to get out of that his hacking bubble in just a moment. But yeah, how are you liking ICFA so far? I think it's easily one of the like, personally, I think of the newer ones, it's probably the best. Just in terms of, like, mechanically and visually, yeah, I guess I'd say so. Like, it's weird because the menu is probably the most complicated it ever gets in the entire series, so that does tend to put off a lot of people, but just overall in terms of, like, its presentation, in terms of how easy it is to get into, how well, like, how good it feels to play, I'd say it's easily the top one of the newer generation. Alright. This guy's gonna need everybody from China, which apparently is only 3 planes right now. That's depressing. Okay. Extra storage has a couple, though. Looks like they've got 3. Should hopefully be enough to take down what I assume to be another cruiser. Actually, these guys should probably focus on this one. Might do a little bit of a better job. Alright, take that auto-resolve, go to base, and just take the airstrike. There we go. We're starting to crawl back little by little. 3% auto-resolve. Just take it. Mostly because that probably will leave them injured, and I can send somebody else out after them. Alright, and next up, from extra storage, we should have this one ready to go. Yep, we got one guy on the Ranger. Let's get this one over here. And I just go get it despawned so it's not doing any extra damage. Oh, crap. I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, they survive with 2% health. We need to send the Pterosaurus. Because, yeah, I thought that one would be fine. Turns out that wasn't the case. For some reason I thought I was launching from this one's an island, but that's where it used to be. And these guys are all rearmed and ready to take on this one. That should be pretty dandy. The other ones need a little bit of time to rearm, but they should be able to take out this one, no problem. At least, I hope it's no problem. It's generally been a problem. So what we're doing here is the despawn trick. Essentially, if you if you're getting overwhelmed by too many things flying around, normally if there's a landing, you would just take the landing and hope that you can get a nice intact UFO. In this case, I'm just basically going in there and immediately retreating so that he doesn't take off and start attacking random stuff, which essentially causes the monthly rating to go down. Out of curiosity, who here has actually played Xenonauts 4X Division before? Give that a bit of a second to go there. Yeah, especially if it says leader present. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do against a leader team for now. Yeah, inexplicably it counts as getting all the civilians out, despite the fact that they were more than likely completely screwed, but oh well. Alright, there's those fighters, it's a torpedo corvette, but we got a very, very good fight here. So Let's have this one go this way. Have these two assume that we're going this way.
Alarms, I got alarms.
Okay, no. He's probably aggroing towards 2. Yeah, looks like it. So he's gonna slowly turn himself around. Meanwhile, these are gonna go this way. This one's gonna actually go all the way down to the bottom. Actually, no, he's gonna go a little bit farther. And now should be about the ideal time for him to turn around and go this way. At which point he'll escape. These two will circle around the back here. Should be good on gas for the time being. I should be able to take a good 40% chunk out of this guy. Now these things are essentially their missile boats, kind of like the ones that we've got. Let's go like this. Actually, yeah, we got one of the ones with fighter beams, so we should be real good here. Let's go this way. There we go. Just out-turn him. That guy's relatively safe-ish for now. We can probably slow him down. Give these guys a little bit more time to complete their attack. Lots and lots of micromanaging with this mod. Let's see, anyway, how are you? Real sucktastic day, to be totally honest. But, hopefully it'll get better. It's like one of those days where... Well... Basically, both of my kids are currently teething. I have, like, four clients from work that are trying not to pay me. Which, I mean, that happens pretty regularly. It's kind of sad when about 90% of actually, you know, working for yourself and all that kind of thing is actually trying to get people to pay what they owe you. Because, like, most of the time it's like, okay, you know, good, project's done, good, just go ahead and send everything right away, I'll totally pay you in, like, 3 months. Or you could do that now. That's also an option. No, it's more convenient later. Like, yeah, let me go tell the bills to wait. I'm sure that'll work out wonderfully. Oh yeah. That's kind of how that goes. Laser guy is out. Can go ahead and get them out of here. How close are we to them? Okay, you're just gonna patrol around here. Yeah, okay. Autocannon's out. You can run. Yeah, this guy can go ahead and turn around and escape this way. I'll probably go faster on him. And there we go, we should be all good. Should be all good. See, I'm getting good at the air game. Getting alright at this. Your dad, I thought you were a young guy, just above 18. No, man, I'm almost 30. Yeah, I'm an old man. Yeah, 2 kids, and then I watch another, and technically do like 6, 7 different jobs from home. Long story. Would work normally if I could. Again, with the long story on that one. Let's see if we can get these guys to de-aggro just in time by chance. I'm actually going to think that Squad 1 might be able to intercept them. There we go. They've got 0%, but they can at least... they might be able to target one of them and take them out, actually. Let's see if we can go real fast, like... They all focus directly on that one. As it goes. They got 16% damage. Sometimes they can roll really high damage, but it's not going to happen. Sucks that we lost the Pterosaurus, so we can't go on with more base raids for a while, but oh well. Oh wow. We forgot to even give this guy a... Oof. He doesn't even have another weapon. Oh, wow. But yeah, if you just engage and disengage, it causes them to waste gas. It's good stuff. Do we have anyone we can even send? We might not have any dropships left, actually. Because I think they've all been shot down. Yeah, the antivirus is down. Skyrange is down. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, that's down for 134 hours. These are down for... Yeah, there's no actual way for us to respond to that. Sorry, Melbourne. There's nothing we can do. We're probably going to take a massive hit on that one, too. God, that sucks. We're finally looking to regain some ground here. So you have to say, could you higher your microphone sensitivity and lower the volume? Okay, can do. We can actually just do that right here. How's that? Hopefully that should be a little bit better. Yeah, they're getting a bunch of attacks off. Hopefully we're not losing anything here. Let's go send some fighters out to go deal with those. If we take some good auto-resolves, there might be some hope here. Right, just take the auto-resolve. Yeah, one of them went down. The reason I go for auto-resolves is because I suck at fighting those things, so if they get a good auto-resolve, then essentially, yeah. There we go, we didn't get anything out of that one. I end up losing those planes one way or another, but there's a chance to get some alloys and things like that, which I otherwise can't get currently. So we're waiting for this base to pass, we're waiting for this nonsense to end right here. We're probably going like negative a million this particular turn. Let's see, do we have any interceptors left? No, we have nothing left at the moment. Again, we took out more than half their bases, so at least it's something. Here's for refusal to intervene. Yeah, we took 150,000. What the hell? Refusing to intervene somehow was less costly. We only lost 120. Somehow that was less costly than actually sending people there and leaving. It's not supposed to be that way. Maybe it's just because of how high it already was. Maybe I bottomed out the region for the month. Right. I do have some that I can send here. Actually, not the Ether Master. No, let's send the Albatross. Alright, you guys go here. Yeah, just send them both back, I guess. They must have escaped. Well, on the plus side, we passed through the wave, 597. It's not great, but it's been worse. Let's go send everything after this little scout. See if we actually might get our ground mission that we can do. So this late in the game, odds are I won't be able to do very many ground missions. A scout is one of the very few that I can actually still pull off to some degree. Because, yeah, this run, on any other, like, without the mod, without, like, if this was any other version of any XCOM thing whatsoever, this run would have been long dead. Because we've already lost our main base, we've lost most of the secondary bases. I'm rebuilding them. Like, this is the last of the original bases still standing. I have 3 dropships essentially going and dropping rookies into each of these bases in order to just go and basically suicide rush them. So they get to the reactor, blow it up, and then that base is gone. We move on to the next one, etc., etc. So it works, I guess. Also, I guess they put up another fortress? Or did I miscount bases before? Plus, I think they have another base somewhere in Europe. Anyway, no, you guys are all going after this one, actually. It's a nice, big, juicy UFO over there. Can give us some nice gains, hopefully. Because the scouts are essentially harder to do, and, well, just harder in every way, really. Okay, give me my auto-resolves. Inexplicably, they ran away there. If you're wondering, I can usually just get away from these fighters. Right, yeah, we're getting another wave immediately. Couldn't tell you why, though. Hopefully they're not going for any of my bases. Yeah, this is weird. Alright, that's a cruiser. Let's get the Eiffel going this way-ish. Let's get this one going around the back. He might as well at least try to get some damage in. Right.
Talk to me.
So this one can get some torpedoes in on the cruiser. He might be able to get past the anti-missile system that it has. It's not a guarantee by any means, though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. That's his full payload. He can run. The other one can run.
That's right.
Yeah, it's got a slow reload, but it looks like it's gonna get all 4. Yeah. If you can get the right angle, you can get all 4 of them. Or rather, you can get at least 2 of them. What am I saying here? By the way, is the volume a little bit better now? Should hopefully be all fixed. Lots and lots of big, juicy things that I can't do anything about. Come on, give me that auto-resolve and nothing. Got nothing out of that thing. Okay. And again, I just want to clarify that those auto-resolves technically can't win. Like, if I went and I fought them normally, essentially they would be too fast, they would just beat everything that I send. However, there seems to be a certain value associated with each loadout and with each type of plane in particular. So there's essentially a small chance when they roll numbers against each other that a technically impossible win can happen. Ooh, and thank you for the follow there. Let's see, I can't... Wait. I can't see it yet. It takes a minute to pop up. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Reserve Good. Appreciate it. Let's go see if we can beat the cruiser. So I didn't get any shots off last time. You know what? Actually, one way or another, whoever it aggroes to here, we should have enough damage to take it out. Either way, everyone's got to go real fast like here. Alright, good. He is aggroed towards 1. If by some miracle he had aggroed towards 3, that would have been amazing. Because then we'd have the 2 plasma cannons good to go. Instead, we've got the fighter beams, which are still good, just not as good. Let's get you out of the bubble. Oh, hell, you're kidding me. These guys need to get the hell out of the way here.
1 second away. Roger. Wait. Drawing heavy fire. Cabin pressure dropping. Heavy fire confirmed. Status report. What's happening? Roger. Damage report. This is harder out here.
Alright, could be going a little bit better here, but could definitely be going worse as well. Unfortunately, yeah, this back and forth isn't really doing us any wonders. Yeah, that should have been much, much better. Got stuck in an awkward position where they kept going back and forth.
Hostile ships detected.
Again, I'm gonna have to remember to ask Sharon about this, but it would be really nice to have a larger map here. It feels kind of artificially ridiculous to kind of lose fights like that where you just ran out of map space, you know? Okay, so it looks like he's aggroed towards 2, I think. So we'll have 2 go about here. Actually, no, we'll have 2 go here, and then try to ping-pong out of there. Because, yeah, normally what you'd want is, like, heavy fighters or something for this, not a Sirius's, because these things are, I kid you not, like, friggin' beginning of the game crap right now, but, I mean, you use what you got. So, yeah, right now we're more than a little bit outsped by basically everything. Like, this is what is essentially a flying sky tank, and it's easily outmaneuvering my, well, my 3rd fastest planes right now. I mean, they're still relatively speedy, I suppose. Just not really holding up so hot anymore. Like, ideally, you'd have them approach from the very back here or something. Let's see. Is he gonna make it? Yeah, just. Okay. And if he suddenly spins this way, this one spins this way. Oh man, this is awkward. Okay. Just, and there we go. They're inside. We're gonna need a very extensive amount of time for these guys to keep up their attack here, though.
We have a situation developing here. Lead.
Yeah, I see no good way out of this. Yeah, you slow down, you keep going relatively fast-ish.
Group 1 copy.
Oh, come on now. I don't know if he can run out of these little back torpedoes. He might be able to. Which might potentially make that a little bit better. Yeah, they only got 6% more damage back. Oh. Yeah, see, sorry about that. Basically, I had some phone calls come in. And then some stuff arrived, and stuff happened in general. Either way, yeah, these cruisers, definitely want to talk to Mr. Sharon about. Alright, now the internet's being janky. Fantastic. Okay, so negative 700,000. That's kind of to be expected when we're in a situation like this. But whatever, we're still going to try to gain it all back. It'll take time. All we need to do is get rid of these last few forts, and then we can stop getting overwhelmed. Problem is, we're probably going to have like 500,000 to work with in this following month. Right. What do we have prepared to go fight this thing? We have, let's see, Night Flyer and Oathkeeper. It's not very good. Wish I could combine planes from different forts, or from different bases, but that's not going to happen. Let's see, do we have any auto-resolve against this thing? Worth a try. Ooh, there's a network error. Please try again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it being weird, or is Comcast being janky? Like, I swear, it has been that kind of day if it's going and breaking again. Alright, so the wave is done. As far as landing ships, let's see, we have 6 hours left on the Pterosaurus. We have a few days left on the others. Sucks that we lost the Pterosaurus, we did. And yeah, we're already at negative 945. This month is gonna suck. So what we need, yeah, disruption over here. Please go tell me what that is. Right. Might be able to get some hits off on it. That should be a torpedo cruiser. So or a torpedo corvette rather. And I still have no. Oh, actually I do. I have Pterosaur and the Red Fury. Those can do some stuff. Alright. Let's figure out who we aggroed to first.
Alarms, I got alarms.
Turn off the torpedoes. One way or another, both these guys should be able to attack him, but I need to know who he's aggroed to first of all. Because if he's aggroed towards one, then I can get two very close, get the torpedoes off, get him out of the way. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, there's 5 people here now, and it seems to be back. Not sure what's going on with Twitch there, but hopefully it's all good. And I suppose we can use this Foxtrot to figure out whether or not this thing ever runs out of butt torpedoes, since we've got a good amount of gas to make this happen. Right. Long-range beam typically won't be too much of a threat, for reasons that should be pretty obvious. Let's do a right turn, and get him going left, just to double check here. Yeah. Okay, so let's get him out of the way. Whoa, 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 what? The hell just hit him? That sucks. I don't actually know what hit him. Okay, well, either way, he should be able to just outspeed this thing. And eventually get to his back. Or I guess not. At least not before he runs out of gas. Ugh. This is going great. I swear though, that's like this entire day in a nutshell. It's like, oh, everything seems perfectly fine. Oh wait. No, it isn't. And he got hit by the long-range beam, because of course he does. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright. Was really relying on that damage, but that's fine, I guess. It is what it is. So we've got one, looks like the the Pterosaur should probably, or Pterosaurus, should hopefully be good to go. We can launch those two fighters here. So Pterosaur and Red Fury should do really good, just because Pterosaur is one of those good fighters. One of only two that we actually have. So we've got the Sky Dancer and the Pterosaur. Both of them hit like a dang truck. And this guy shouldn't be able to defend himself, so let's see who he aggroes. Okay, he is aggroed towards one. Should be able to get both these guys, if we just kind of zigzag him. Should be able to mess with his AI. And get both of them right on his butt. Or I guess not. Doesn't matter. They should both be able to get right up on him. Alright. Ooh. Crap, I just screwed up. That needs to be a left spin. Alright, you need to slow your friggin' roll there. Get him! Yes! Okay, just. Lost the Pterosaur in a really dumb way, but that's fine. That's fine. It's something. It's something. We at least got one more. Okay. Moving on here. Everything's pretty clear at the moment. China should have the Pterosaur back, which means we can do... or no, the Pterosaurus. How long are we still repairing that thing for? It's almost refueled, so it should start repairing after that, so probably like 12 hours, give or take. Pterosaurus... somehow still being retrieved, I don't understand. It said it was already retrieved. Okay. Let's see, base near North Africa. God dang it! I just cleared that place. Okay. Let's go see if we can find it. Yeah. And I think there's one over here someplace. There we go. Pterosaurus has been sufficiently repaired. So now we can get to getting rid of more of these bases. Fortunately, we're down to the last few bucks for the month here, so that's no good, but we can at least... well, we can get some stuff going here. So, first things first, for the Rifleman build, we're going to entirely replace that with what I was previously calling the Raven build, just for the sake of saving time. So it's essentially going to be, not the shield, it's going to be Heavy Shield, C4 in the pocket, and then two smoke grenades. So that is going to be the default build for all these guys. Did this guy survive stuff? In that case, yeah, in that case he's supposed to be a Burninator. No. He's one of the ones that got shot down. So he gets to go get sent out again. If you didn't see last time, essentially anybody that survives one of these base raids automatically will just be considered a friggin' hero and get their own promotion. Because yeah, the survival rate is something along the lines of basically 0. So I figure, you know, it's probably a good thing. So there we go. Let's put one of you on here. The idea is, as I've mentioned previously, more or less, they just take this and they try to deliver it to the reactor. They're playing football against a base. So we'll see how it works out. Hopefully reasonably well. I didn't actually make any new hunters, did I? Right. Go make me a couple of them, then. Alright. So far, so decent, so let's go ahead and get them on the Pterosaurus. And watch as absolutely none of them make it back. Here we go. Ooh, and then we get the antivirus back too, so we can actually go attack everything at once. Cool beans, cool beans. So let's go do this. I think I have the victory dumpster that can be assigned to this team as well. So, again, for anyone that hasn't seen this previously, the idea is just pretty much just anything I have that's base equipment. So, those upgraded shields, thankfully, they are considered an infinite item. So I don't really have any resources to make anything better, because this run should have been dead a long time ago. But, again, I was specifically told you can pull yourself out of any situation with this mod, so we are going to test that to its absolute limits here. So, okay, let's get equipment... No. Equip defaults, equip defaults. Equip your defaults! They taste like debt. Go. Equip your defaults too. You need a basic shield. Yeah, basic shield will absorb 150. Their health is about 50, so yeah, like 3 life-killing hits. The better ones will absorb 270. I'm assuming there's probably a better variant that you get later down the line. But so far, these are the ones that I have. Because we are, like, knees-deep in endgame right now, and, yeah. Let's just say pretty much everything that could go wrong did. So, it's kind of our situation, as it were. A couple of these guys may notice I'm taking off their smoke grenades. They technically only need to smoke up 2 rooms, so a couple of them can essentially have more health on their shield and save those points. That would be the better of those 2 choices. Hello there, Mr. Lurking Doomtrack. Good to see ya. Yeah, so, by the way, I did name one of these after you. It, didn't survive. They pretty much never do. So yeah, we've gotten a couple back. Like, this one, I wasn't technically going to send out. It was the victory dumpster. It is the only thing that survived out of the last 3 base raids. But, despite the fact that they built 2 more, 3 were destroyed in the last one, so we're slowly chipping away at this mess. So, let's go deal with this fortress first. And once again, we're just going to be repeatedly doing this. Just repeatedly going and trying to take these bases and forts until they're finally gone. So we're going to be going back and forth, trying to get an Antron spawn. There. Oh, why are you back? That's way too quick. Why do you have a wave already? It's not time for you to have a wave yet. Yeah, no, it's a... Why do they have another wave already? That's ridiculous. Okay. We literally just had 2. So let's get these back. It's been like, seriously, it's been like a day since they set the entire world on fire. We're just trying to complete that kick in the dick there. So if you didn't know, what these bases do, rather than reducing your region relationship like they used to, is essentially they will allow them to complete more attacks. And that's kind of what they're doing here. So this one's just going to go reinforce the space. A bunch of fighters are going to run around attacking everything. Oh, sweet goodness, we are losing all our funding this month. In fact... Wow, we are almost about to go negative, too. So that sucks. Because the point in taking out all these bases is in order to be able to control this air game, but I'm still losing planes faster than I can actually go and destroy bases here. This is getting nuts. This has been nuts, for that matter. Okay. Rockets on everything. And I know somebody's gonna mention, like, oh yeah, you shouldn't have taken all those auto-resolves against everything. I know, but it makes sense. It makes sense to do that. It doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it does. Ooh, okay. That's a cruiser. If there's any group that can take on a cruiser, it's this one. Okay, there's... Okay, extra storage, though. Is a Sky Ranger back? It is back. Okay, so we can get rid of that one, whatever it's doing. Or at least we should be able to. Okay, These guys to engage and run away. For that matter, they might be able to take out some of the interceptors. Dang it. This kind of sucks. This kind of completely sucks, actually. Like, I honestly have zero idea how you're supposed to fight these things, because they are, well, I'm sure you're supposed to probably have Corsairs and stuff like that by this point. It's just everything else that I have is way too slow to actually engage them at all. That's why I keep taking these auto-resolves against them. Because if I can spare planes to do that, then they essentially get free resources out of beating them. Alright, there we go. You. We go here, you're probably going to get lost. But we can go ahead and despawn this gigantic one. It's probably like a landed battleship or something. If I had sent it with a plane escort, it's kind of funny because you can send them with a plane escort, though 9 times out of 10, if they're attacked by a fighter, it won't matter anyway. Like, usually you want to lure them away to a completely different location. Because you still have the same, like, air map and all that kind of thing, but the helicopter's way too slow to get out of it, and they're almost always aggroed to it. So it's like, what was the point of giving it escorts if we're just gonna get immediately shot down anyway? Alright. You are gonna go take a quick peek around here. And you are gonna leave. There's nothing that you're gonna be able to do here. Alright, so it's now despawned. Have any leftover planes anywhere? So we've got the Moonsault, the Ornstein, and one of the Siriuses. So we can try and take this one out.
Stay on top of them.
Yeah, since these guys have piranhas, you know what, actually, if this team's fast enough, they could do this. Because these are the 2 fastest that I have. This one's going to peel off this way. Yeah, the dodgy one's the one that he's attracted to here, so we're going to go this way. He's just going to take his long-range shots. That's fine. There's a small opportunity that they'll both be able to do it. We'll see.
Hey, what's happening?
Nope, 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 nope. Your turn radius is ridiculous, sir. This is what I'm saying about this map being really, really tiny is annoying for fighting these guys. It's like this stupid thing takes up a quarter of the map, and there's very little you can actually do about that. Alright, so you can get close to him. Come on, take the corner. Fire your piranhas already. Fire your piranhas already! How long does it take to lock on? Okay, there we go. You got them all in there. Fighter guy can go this way. Exusia needs to just leave, however it possibly can. It's probably going to get taken out, but whatever. Hopefully it'll make it. That sucks. I thought it could outspeed that little Gatling cannon thing. Turns out that's not the case at all. Alright. What else can I send against you? I've got the Red Fury here. I've got... I think once the Exusia gets back and gets rearmed, we're just going to send it out with the Red Fury if we can. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. It all wound up right on its butt. We can all get a good little chunk of damage here. Is this one damaged already? No, it's a fresh one.
Keep one eye on the clock.
theoretically possible. Yeah, I've been told that there's apparently a way to target all of your planes at once, as far as the commands go. Not sure how you do that, but certainly I don't know how to do it. Okay, now we get them to throttle down. And now if they all just directly engage from behind, we should be okay. Everyone needs a right roll. Einstein needs to get out of here. You need to do a right roll. Okay, he's critical. This actually might be a kill. Yeah, it's definitely good. So even with the most basic stuff, you can beat them eventually. It's far from ideal, but it's technically possible. Right. Oh boy. Yeah, are you guys sending out enough of those things? Can I get a break for like half a second? God dang. You're just sending out so many like interceptors and stuff like that all the time now that can't even get a second anymore. Okay, they're back. 536. I think this is probably his latest location, so let's see if we can find that one from before. Sky Ranger, Sunday Exusia. Alright, never mind. We're just gonna get attacked then. Irritating. There it is. Okay. There you are. It's still showing 0%. Got about a minute of gas each, but we showed up right from behind. Ideally, he'll aggro towards 2. Let's find out. Now he's aggroed towards 1.
I almost feel bad about this.
And it's completely undamaged, so this is probably going to be a complete waste.
Second away.
1 second away. 3 seconds later, he still hasn't started attacking yet. This thing needs to speed up and run. Except this time I won't speed it up so it doesn't get shot down, because apparently fast-forwarding it ruins the anti-missile system. That makes sense. Wasn't really aware of that. Actually, come to think of it, before I forget, I should probably let him know about that. Okay, Mr. Sharon. Couple things here. Okay, interestingly enough, apparently there's actually a way to cause the game to launch in a sort of debug mode, which should be able to show I don't know if anyone here was around for it, but there is a specific base type that for some reason For some reason, like it can seemingly spawn without a door to a very critical room. So yeah, if we end up running into that one again, I'm probably gonna try that because I'm curious to see if it really does spawn without a door. Also, is this definitely always gonna be one? Keep turning. Yes. Okay, we can do this. We've got almost no gas to make it happen, but do it. Do it anyway, Chuckles. You got this. Okay. You will not make it back to base. I know you won't make it back to base, but I need you to do this. Oh, that thing's only taking 20%? Seriously? Never mind, this might be a complete waste.
Assignment received.
So you attack here. This one, yeah, it already left the map. Well, crap. You know what? Actually, double spear cannons would be very effective here. Something to bear in mind for the future. Oof. Okay, screwed that up. Screwed it up, but whatever, we'll keep it going. Okay. Now if we can stop getting attacks all over the world... Yeah, we're almost definitely going negative. That really sucks. Hang on one moment. Alright, and back. And back. So they're still getting all these different attacks off. There has to be something new here. Problem is, I don't have radar coverage in a lot of these places. This one should have it pretty soon. So, what is it, Mitten Zone? So we'll at least have coverage of the US pretty soon here. And then we can start hopefully rebuilding planes to some degree. Okay, there we go. Map's clearing up. So, now's the time to start taking out those bases like I was already planning to do earlier. This time with hopefully a bit more success. So, first things first, let's go take out this fort right over here. Actually, no, wait. Sky Ranger up here. Sky Ranger wants to do this one. Need to get that loaded up with 8 rookies, please. So that's going to be here. Ranger, Ranger, Ranger. And yeah. 8 basic guys is actually enough to deal with any of these bases under the right circumstances. It just all depends on RNG, quite frankly. So, you know, we're just going to be sacrificing a bunch of rookies, as we do. Alright, give me your defaults. Defaults. Why do you have the wrong defaults? Probably because you were here from before. This was the old Rifleman loadout. You know, back when I thought HMGs could actually hurt things. As far as I can tell, as far as the ground game goes, the only way that we're actually going to pull back any ground game fights is just Jackal and Division miniguns. I can only make the first tier of those, but it's still at least something. So, there we go. We'll launch towards that. Launch another towards this, even though it's kind of risky at the moment. We should have another card that we can put on the... Alright, it's already on the antivirus. And then we can launch that one over here. And then we can just keep reloading all those. The ones from this morning, those all 3 of those were successes. The ones from this one, I guess we'll see. Oh, dang it! Now they got one in Spain. Stop making new bases! Holy crap. These guys are friggin' popping them out in a week. Not even a week. They built like a dozen in the last week. Alright, so. This one's not possible. Basically, anytime it says that there is a leader present, it's just not going to be possible. So we just keep reloading the base here. And we just keep doing this until we get 2 of the 3 Andron potential spawns. In the case of bases, there's one particular kind that we want to get, which is the Southern Red Room. No, not this one either. The ones that got sent out with cars are only there to kind of help them out a little bit. Realistically, the car is not going to do very much to actually even buy them much time, but they may potentially block off a particular doorway or something like that. So if I see that there's something dangerous in a particular hallway, I can just go park the car there. Even if it gets blown up, they can't get around it. So, you know, that's all well and good. Apparently, though, if you load, or if you save and load, it causes the thing to despawn or something, which I guess makes sense. But oh well. I wish it didn't do that. Also, we probably... where's Spain? Like around here-ish, yeah? Let's go send the Exusia to go take a quick look over there. Not super amazing at geography, although apparently I did best in my class when I was back in school as far as geography goes. Largely because no one knew any geography, quite frankly. They just happened to have a vague fascination of history. Stop giving me bad RNG here. Like, there was no beating this morning's RNG, quite frankly. Oh well. Alright. Another bad... if you're wondering about the odds here, it's 1 in 3 odds to get the right enemy type. It's 2 out of 3 odds to get the right base layout. So overall, pretty darn decent. Yeah, this one is one of the lizard spawns, and definitely not one of the good ones. A boat mission. By the way, if anyone here is interested in essentially being one of the units that lasts about 5 seconds, feel free to let me know. Go pop you in there. Oh my goodness, I've never seen it take this many tries. We've been doing this for almost a week straight. Yes, that is how dire this run has been. We've been friggin' trying to RNG screw bases for multiple days now. But yeah. Again, at least there's not a dozen on the map now, so that's... Actually, no, wait, it was 13 that was the highest number. No! Stop! Stop with the leaders. The reason that I know, as far as the leaders go, the reason that I know that those are not ones that I want to take, is because if there's a leader spawn, which can only happen if it's Cesians or civilians, if it's Androns, they don't have one. They have a thing called server, which technically counts as a leader, or rather it functions as a leader, but it doesn't get the other kind of like leader plot stuff, whatever that's called exactly. I don't really know the full mechanics of it. But if you go into a fight that spawns in with a leader, all of your guys have a chance to lose from like 10 to a third of their AP per round, or their turn units per round, just because they're scared of the leader. Like, apparently it's like a bravery check or something, and crap, I finally got an Andron spawn, and it's the one that I don't. The one that I don't want. This is the one where the power core spawns on the complete opposite side of the map. So we don't want that. Now, I was explaining this last time as well, but essentially each of these bases has a set layout, but the props and the door positions can change. But as far as the starting room, you'll always know which one you spawned in, because each one has a unique kind of landing zone, as it were. So for example, if you run into a single room drop, those ones are going to be amazing. Like if you want to do a standoff and actually properly capture the thing. If you just want to destroy it, one of the ones that's in the fortresses that's a single room spawn, those can be really good. The one that's a triple room spawn is good in both the medium bases and the lighter ones. And then if you get the double door spawn in the light bases, then you're pretty much good. Either way, we'll get this. We'll get this. None of these rookies are expected to make it back. As long as they can get their dropships, then we can put a new pile of fresh meat on there. And eventually, once we have the bases cleared, then we can win the air game. I can essentially spare enough fighters to just take auto-resolves against interceptors, which then drop alloys and fighter cores, which I can drop the cores for money, and essentially can drop and can use the cores to make armor and weapons, so I can make like plasma weapons and things like that up to this point. Laser, plasma, and regular division weapons I can just make. Anything else requires disassembling enemy weapons and things like that, so I can't quite make them at this point, since I've gone and lost my main base. I think I have like a few hundred cores, of several hundred fibers of different kinds and stuff like that. Several different downed UFOs. Yeah, doesn't matter. Like, ship parts, pretty much, for as many Foxtrots as I wanted, as garbage as they are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It went completely south. And what the hell is this spawn? Oh, this is a regular base, not a... Okay. Abort. Never mind. It is a 1 out of 3 for the regular bases. Sorry on that. So we gotta get 2 1 out of 3 rolls, basically. So what we want there is one that has a red room to the south, that's the Andron room, and then it has 2 hallways to the left and right. The leftmost hallway has a chance to spawn up to 2 enemies, I believe. The rightmost one will usually spawn a couple that will sit there and only watch. So one of the 8 guys is just left to sit in that starting room, while everybody else goes down the left hallway. Once that's done, essentially they need to get to the hallway, or to the door on the left hallway, completely pile up on it, throw smoke underneath the door, walk through it, take whatever Overwatch shots come their way, which hopefully misses if 2 smoke grenades are chucked in there. Then from there they run around a corner, and then just run straight into the reactor, and that's usually just the end of that fight. This one is a bit more survivable than the other one, because usually whoever gets there can get there in under 3 turns, meaning that they can essentially get their C4 done faster, meaning everybody else is hopefully not completely overwhelmed by the time they do it. With fortresses, they take about 3 to 4 turns to actually get to where they need to go, except for one very particular spawn. And yeah, that particular spawn is just... honestly, I'm kind of surprised it even exists. Because, but yeah, that particular spawn essentially is one where it's only for fortresses. It's where you get 2 hangars right next to each other with a scout in there, meaning that about 90% of all vision towards where your units can be completely blocked off. You only need to spare 2 out of potentially 11 units to just hold defense the entire time, while everybody else can just essentially make a bomb rush towards the power core, and that one is like just plain easy mode. The downside is, we don't know if it's actually going to succeed up until the very end of that mission, because once you get to that second hangar, once you round a corner, you can vaguely have an idea of whether or not there's actually going to be a door in that second hangar. If the door spawns, then you're having full-on easy mode. If it doesn't spawn, then you can only run. And actually, if we run into that particular spawn, that's one that I believe he's actually the main dev for this mod. Actually asked if we can just kind of go into the thing and pull it up in debug mode just to see if it actually is spawning without the means to be destroyed for some reason, or if the core is spawning somewhere else. Technically speaking, the layout of the rooms shouldn't be allowed to change, so I think it actually just doesn't spawn a door occasionally. Now, I'm assuming... God dang it, come on, give me the right one! Man, there's only so many of these. How can this go wrong so many times in a row? This never happens. I swear, this is the longest base reload that's ever happened so far. But okay, so what I was saying here is, yeah, with that particular spawn, almost every other time, when there's a power core, there's essentially 2 different entrances to it, so they shouldn't be able to, actually, you know, be unable to reach the core. So unlike old-timey XCOM, if you blow up the core, that gets rid of the base, you don't capture it, you don't get anything for it, but they can't spawn additional planes. So that's the deal. Which, again, we already have good planes. As long as we can start winning the air game, we can start winning the ground game. It's interesting how this is even possible, but god dang it, stop giving me the bad spawns! Man, the other ones are actually almost at their locations, and the time that it's taken just to go in and out of this one over and over. That's just sucky right there. But yeah, this particular run, if you're wondering why the hell I'm stubbornly sticking this one out, why I haven't just accepted defeat and started a new campaign yet, especially considering I am now 3 patches behind on this mod and I can't actually upgrade to the new one without starting a new file, it's because this run has been going on for over a year now. Like, it's been a hell of a long thing. I've apparently gotten all the way up to, out of 4 phases, I've gotten up to tier 3 stuff. Gotten plasma stuff already, which can, like, once it breaks past armor, can pretty much one-shot anything. That's annoying. This is the right layout, except for this room. And this one right here is, Alright, let's end it real quick, just to see, yeah, that's not gonna be the right one. Go again. It's annoying. We got triple door, but we need Andron there. If we get the Andron room, then we're good. I think actually what might have happened there, it might have been a civilian one, but they didn't have a leader or something like that. But yeah, anything related to Cesians, I just cannot take on whatsoever at this point, since I only have rookies. They can't deal with psionic stuff whatsoever. We don't have any stuff to actually survive xenomorphs. So yeah, there's just no hope there whatsoever. Every time that I've tried, it has just consisted of, like, they take out 1 or 2, and then they get completely overwhelmed. So, if you want to see a better produced version of that, just go see Alien. It's literally the exact same thing. Come on, try it again. I've never seen it take this long, it's ridiculous. It's dang ridiculous. Man, that is some... I guess not necessarily bad coffee, but whatever. Here, let me just show you. It's like, okay, so they didn't get overcome with dread, so that tells me that's probably a... No, we're not risking a single turn, because that probably means that one of those Reapers is just going to run right through the door there and kill everybody. Yes, it is that mean of a mod, by the way. You get a lot of really good stuff, but you can get overwhelmed very easily if you're not careful. Like, they are serious. They are very serious. This isn't like the highest difficulty or anything, this is technically the lowest difficulty of the mod, and it's still, like, insanely difficult at times. But the nice thing is, it feels very good, like when you're clearly not expected to win. That's the last thing from the truth. Like, you are expected to lose over and over and over, but when you finally get a win, oh man, it's so good. I mean, hell, I remember at the very start of this, it felt absolutely amazing, because I kept getting win after win after win after win. Oh, right, we're gonna have to reposition this dang thing now. Okay. Hell, there was one of these a couple parts ago, where, like, I kid you not, it seemed like we finally got the base that we wanted, and actually this is the reason that I've been going for fortresses rather than bases. It seemed like we finally got the spawn that we wanted, and then right as we hit the button to start the fight, friggin' Robo-Rex, like, giant mechanized T-Rex. As in, I've never been able to actually get one of those dead yet. The thing survived 8 rockets right to the face, as well as every single... Oh! Xenonauts.exe has died. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try it again. One moment. It is resetting. Yeah, this is basically today in a nutshell, I swear. Everything I touch turns to garbage. Alright, there we go. Let's launch it again. Preparing to launch Xenonauts. At least we get to see the sweet intro screen. That thing's always awesome. How's the sound, by the way? Is it still good? Hasn't gotten all jacked up from that, I hope? Sometimes the sound just randomly goes up and down, because of course it does. Alrighty. And back to it, so. Get the patch, get the load. Hopefully this autosave will be good. Man, I love this intro screen so much. It's a really good one. I'm assuming what happened there is that they both probably reached their bases at the same time, so I'm gonna wait a second there. Right. It also might just have loaded too many bases and overwhelmed whatever its like passive storage capacity or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know. This game is interesting in that it's got a lot of really cool stuff in it, but it's also mechanically shaky. As in, not the overall game mechanics. Like, those things are awesome. I mean, like, some of the backbone of whatever engine is going on there occasionally has really weird bugs to it. Like, for example, if you're trying to, like, if you want to do, like, a sort of smash and grab type thing, where you go into a base, you fight a bunch of things, you put them in a pile, and then you go home, which is what I did to actually advance in tiers really fast. Basically, you can do that, it's just you have to kind of save and load until you figure out which tiles actually exist, which is the only time that loading is actually allowed in this run. Like, if something janks out, and if we're trying to figure out what tiles actually exist, just because that's a weird mechanical thing, and like the guy that even put out the challenge, like originally I was just gonna do Ironman mode as in the actual mode from the game. He's like, yeah, no, you're gonna want to just do this honest man mode because there's mechanical problems. So yeah, that's in the base game too, by the way. And I kid you not, it completely ruined one of my campaigns because I went and I risked the entire A team to go get like the last plasma rifle I needed in order to get the plasma tier. And then, yeah, it turns out that, yeah, we didn't even get the thing. They dragged it back to the jet, not the jet, the helicopter. And nothing. Okay, so we got clear hallway. Come on. Or, first hallway. Come on, give me clear second. Good. This is pretty much optimal, then. Let's see, who's faster here? Yeah. So as long as we pile onto this door from the very first turn, I don't know if it necessarily has to be the first turn, but so far up to this point, as long as we've piled everyone on the very first round, because they technically haven't discovered this area, even though they have full map visibility, I think they can only operate off of our map visibility, so they can't target this area, as in they can't target on the other side of this door. So they basically won't open the door, which gives us a turn to go through a couple smoke grenades under the door, and then give everybody full TUs to run around this corner, and then attack the power core, which is right here. So that should be good to go. I forgot to leave one guy on defense. I'm probably going to regret that, but we'll see how it goes. I might just drop him in this hallway here. That's fine. Should be fine, I hope. The last guy on defense is just there to buy them an extra turn or two, just in case. Because this one can go very poor very quickly. They end up running into a room with like 5 enemies in there. So if they start getting like mass suppressed and just taken out, I kid you not, there are certain ones that will just fire a friggin' electric cannon beam thing, and it'll just take out everybody, and that's it. So they've got stuff that can, like, reaction fire, kill off everything in this hallway. Like, the sheer amount of, I guess, power imbalance is insane. But that's the point. That's the point. You can pull yourself in the exact same way. Okay. So let's go ahead and smoke this door. Now, I believe you actually get flares whether or not it's daytime or nighttime. Let's go ahead and have you throw both of them, since that worked out. I'm not sure whether this is a bug or intended feature, by the way, but if you essentially target a door, you can just chuck stuff underneath it. Let's have you go here and put up some defensive cover. Anybody that makes it out will essentially just run back here and hope that they can make it out. So that leaves us with 7 runners. Oh, hi there. That's new. Apparently they can open that up just fine. And everybody's suppressed. Okay. That just went from perfect to absolutely impossible. Beautiful. Nobody's taken any damage yet, technically, but still. So we maybe, just maybe, can get one guy to the reactor if we're lucky here. Because that's a really unlucky spawn. That T-Rex thing, as awesome as it is, not too much we can do about it. Also, wait a second. Is this... I don't know if it's my connection, but the stream is still loading. That's... Yeah, come to think of it, hang on. Let me see if it's OBS here. Yeah, that's OBS being weird. Hang on. Fixing it. This is the same crap that happened this morning, kind of, except it didn't crash. Come on, OBS. You've got this. Come on! I almost kind of sort of believe in you. There we go. That seems decent. Okay, there we go. We should be back, I hope. If it still remains that way, please let me know. Alright. You're gonna open the door, you are gonna awkwardly shuffle out and hope for the best. Oh boy, he got vaporized. So this is what I mean by they might not have a whole lot of chance here. Okay, thank you. Can I move, please? Okay, so we've got a shielded guy over there. And, oh my goodness, every friggin' thing in the base spawned in here. Okay, so we put a couple guys out as a distraction shield, more or less. Okay, can you stop? Like, just... Can we chill for a second? I know! Everything in this base will attack at once. Okay. This guy in the back, I'm suddenly glad that I didn't have him on defense, because, he is gonna be running like a dang madman here. Yeah. I don't know. If they all decide to completely skip this one, then maybe there's a chance. Because all I need is one guy in that room left. Right. No, he's suppressed too. Oh boy. Hang on. Get another call coming in. Be right back. Alright, and back. Yeah, this is probably a complete wash. As long... Let's see. We got one guy that isn't suppressed. As long as we just get one guy in there, we're good. As long as it's just one. This... Honestly, I've never seen this happen in the base yet. Let's see. Panic? Yeah, the one that's got points is panicked. And that's, of course, the danger of this this particular setup. Is just everybody can panic, and then you're completely screwed. So we've got 2 with points. This guy will probably just cannon right here and take them both out. And this guy, or this chick, will probably take Roborex's fire. Might survive. I need one unit that hasn't panicked. That's what I need here. If they don't panic, which... Given the situation here, they might potentially get out of this. It would take some very good luck. Okay, we got one that hasn't panicked out of that somehow. And they're suppressed. Oh, god dang. Yeah, drones are very difficult when it comes to suppression. That is their one and only job, and they do it very well. There's one guy with a cannon in there. Basic cannon guys are usually pretty fine, because if they hit directly on the shield, it just nullifies the damage. If they've got something like a rocket launcher or whatever, it'll just, like, it'll still blow them up anyway. But yeah, we're just gonna abort this one. If you abort before you actually get a game over screen, you can still at least save your dropship. So, goodbye, rookies. Now you go back to base, so we can go get more, and hopefully the second one will go better. So this one's a fortress. We're going for a different set of rooms in this one. For this one, we want either the one room spawn or the triple room spawn. Okay, get that, didn't get that. Yeah, even having the Jeep in that one would not have helped at all. Honestly, that's what I keep finding in these. It's just, in so many cases, just having the Jeep doesn't actually help them survive anymore. Like if they have the Jeep, it just really doesn't make too big of a difference. Like, at best case scenario, it'll go and it'll save a room. Wait, sorry. God, I hate when the choking thing happens. But yeah, sometimes it'll just help them save a room. Okay, so this one might be perfect, it might be really bad. This guy's gonna sit here, he's gonna guard. These guys are gonna run forward. Actually, no. As of last time, let's do it this way. It takes forward position. Everybody else piles up on the sides. This particular route through this takes a little bit longer. But, if all goes well, it should be a little bit safer, maybe. Because sometimes stuff can spawn in this hallway, and I need to be able to triple or quadruple burst rockets out of this thing. Other than that, it's just going to try to block the hallway. Okay, perfect. Less than perfect, but it's going to sit here and draw aggro for the most part. It's going to give everybody a little bit of a safety thing to hide behind. Double drones, though, that sucks. Stop giving me crappy spawns! Yeah, these guys are going to take it out next round, no problem. Alright, we've got that guy blocking the way. If we get some smoke here, we might be able to survive it. Basically, if you throw a bunch of smokes onto robots, they just won't work. So we'd like to see a 3D version of this game that's a horror shooter with aliens. You kinda can. If you've ever heard of Sword of the Stars of the Pit, interestingly enough, very similar concept. But basically that one is a roguelike that actually turned into a that got turned into a 3D shooter recently with all of its same mechanics and everything intact. And yeah, no, it's surprisingly good. It's called Pit Infinity, by the way. But yeah, definitely would recommend it. Still being built at the moment, since they're essentially recreating an entire roguelike, like from the ground up, more or less, and especially one that's been expanded for like 6 years now. So yeah, if you ever want to have the experience of being worried that an acid blob is going to come around the corner and eat your gun, then yeah, there you go. That's the game for you. So yeah, if you throw a bunch of smoke out here like this, it'll mess with their targeting, and sometimes they'll just decide to run away. The ideal that I'm going for here is to put in like low enough accuracy where they decide that the 1% shots aren't worth it. They only attack this, and then they all go to hide over here. They'll cluster up. If this one spawns with a scout in the hangar, then we're able to take advantage of that. Everybody else can just pile up in this hallway, since they should have no shots. I hope. Unfortunately, there's no way for them to get out of here. Yeah, there we go. That's what the drones always do. Yeah, honestly, I'm more scared of the drones than I am of the tanks. Like, the tanks may get a lucky shot and take somebody out. It's 75% from a forward angle, 50% from the side, as far as shield blocking things. But yeah, when it comes to the drones, it doesn't matter. They'll just choose straight through the shield, they'll choose straight through armor, they'll go in, they'll ruin somebody with suppression. Like, as soon as there's a drone, you can expect them to at least, like, shut down at least one or two of your guys and just suck the other. Oh, come on! Give me a turn! Usually you have at least a turn before somebody comes around that corner, let alone two. Man. I was saying before how it was a really unlucky day, but god dang. Apparently we're even getting that. Ugh. And that's how it goes with these rookie rushes. You're just trying to get all the way to the back. If you can get to that back room, you can take out the core, and just deal with it. Hello there, Mr. Thunder. So far, reveling in what is essentially an astoundingly unlucky day. How are you? Right, how many people panicked? One panicked, one is broken, another is broken, and everybody's given up hope. Okay, fantastic. Beautiful. So now that everybody has confirmed that they apparently want to die, let's go ahead and see about avoiding some of that. So we get them over here. We can't quite open the door, but we can at least face it. There should be enough smoke to prevent attacks, I would hope. Let's try to smoke it up even farther so they stop trying. Let's get this guy over here. They usually won't take the 1% shots they'd get out of this. Usually. Like, sometimes they will just decide to do it anyway, which is why we stick a forward rookie right here to hopefully drop fire. Hopefully. We'll see how that all works out. Can get one of you here. Some of these guys I just don't expect to make it very far, but as long as they can get there, it's at least some semblance of safer. These two are probably just going to die, which hopefully won't cause these other ones to panic. The best that I've ever seen this one go is that it was a well, actually it was part of the part of the stream a couple times ago. Oh, of course you get the snipe with a rocket launcher, of course. Anyway, but yeah, double hanger spawn and the door on the other side, which just basically meant that we could get through the entire thing seemingly without losing anybody. Then, you know, they got one guy through, and everybody died anyway, but at least there was a potential for getting everybody out. So you doing alright? Sorry the day is so brutal? Well, I mean, yeah, this is the happy part of the day. The clients trying not to pay me, and the bills being imminently due, and having like 2 days to come up with a comical amount of everything is just, it just doesn't couple too well with 2 kids teething and everything else just going wrong today. You know what? Actually, that was a very, very nice fleet that he took there. That isn't. Please don't let this guy panic. Everybody, please, come on. Stop. Stop! Okay, that guy's gonna die, so he doesn't matter. This guy has the chance to be a hero, though. Okay, tell me if we have the door. Unclear, we're just out of range. Wow. Almost everybody panicked. You running this way, you didn't. You're probably gonna eat it to the drone, but whatever. So we got an enemy over there. That one's gonna get droned. There's some good spot you can use. Here might be a good spot. Actually, here specifically might be a good spot. Because this drone's almost definitely going to take this one out. This one's going to probably go for one of these, or this guy, or may even go for this guy. These will completely lay waste to these 3 that just decided to hang out here. This one's going to go run in front of this tank to hopefully alleviate some of that. Yep. Of course you're going to get the snipes. Why wouldn't you? And 4 of them, for that matter. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, let's see. You need a shield at least. So they're completely overwhelmed here. Let's go pick this up. Leaves you with 4 points to hopefully not get shot in the back. Let's see how poorly this goes. Right, shield guy's gone, as you do. And yeah, that's going about as well as you'd expect. He's gonna go down. Come on, I need those 2 in the top there not to panic, because they have a chance. Everybody else is currently buying them time. If they pass their panic checks, they should be able to pull this off still. The only things with high mobility are the drones, which I hope decide to go for those more exposed things there. They generally tend to. Like, anyone that's ever played this game will know how friggin' scary drones can be. Because their whole shtick is just, they are more or less a flying turret that will completely lay down an entire area for you. They have a ridiculously high suppression score on all their shots. so all they need is just to be firing in that vague direction, and everybody will friggin' crap their pants. Okay, at least we can find out if we have a door. So let's see here. Did we get door spawn? No. Oh, no, we do have door spawn, actually. Oh, we do have everyone panicking, too, though. Although this guy isn't currently targeted by anyone, so... there's the potential to still pull this off. This guy can go hide here. Oh, come on now. You already took your shots. Stop. Now you're just being mean. So there's a chance that guy on the right, if everybody else is distracted, there's a chance... Nope, he's dead. I was gonna say there was a chance he could run in, just turn on the C4, run himself up to the reactor, and then that would be a win. And yes, that has actually succeeded a few times before, and we've lost the dropship. Okay. Well, that's the Pterosaurus down again. It's weird to think that some of these, well actually, a lot of these were actually successful. But that's the thing. They've gotten scarier and scarier as time has gone on. To the point where, let's see, if Robo Reaper spawns, I just immediately back out of it. If I knew that there were so many drones, I would have immediately gone out of it. One of them is manageable, because usually they'll keep firing, and against shields, they're really not bad. Right, I guess it's all up to the antivirus now. Okay, so you keep patrolling around there. There's supposed to be a base somewhere there. Here-ish, I think. Yeah, there it is. Fantastic. See if these guys can do a little better. Oh man, I love how like half the people here just immediately left upon seeing that. I know, it's not great. It's not great at all. But this is what's been working. Abandon? No. Let's get this hunter back in here. The problem is I'm still several bases away from being able to fully do this. Like, I said from the very beginning, this run, however it goes, will be right up to the very end there. So we're probably going to be going negative on our income. That sucks, but we can still sell some down stuff and take airstrikes and things like that. The problem is, again, they're starting to build bases faster than I can blow them up, which is ridiculous. I don't really know why they're able to build bases so fast. It's probably just because they're sending so many planes out that they have nothing else to spawn on. Alright. You just return to base. But yeah. Ooh, crap. No. Go deal with it. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Another bad spawn. Oh, give me the good one. Come on, give me double-filled hangars. And yeah, even if we find the one without the door, at the very least we can confirm what's going on with that one. That's kind of like a secondary goal here right now. No wait, it said leader present. We cannot have a leader present, otherwise everyone will crap their pants. I'll just say immediately that everybody's overcome with dread. As they do. We'll probably be wrapping up relatively soonish here, though. Actually, might as well just show you how that does it. There we go. See? Overcome with dread. They immediately lose about a third of their AP. Or turn units. I keep wanting to call them AP for some reason. Anyway. Let's get out of here. So, if you're running rookies in that kind of situation, I believe what they were going for there is just they wanted to specifically make sure that you can't use rookies in those cases. Like, for the whole rookie rush thing, it can work in a lot of other places. Like, especially in vanilla game, if you're running just a bunch of rookies with shields and batons, they could be weirdly effective. Despite the fact that they were running completely free equipment, despite the fact that, you know, you'd think that would be a really stupid idea in, like, especially the early game. if you went and you unlocked stun early, you could just run shields and batons on everybody and be perfectly fine. You can actually kind of, like, in my opinion, that's kind of the speedrun route for base game Xenonauts, is that you just do the legionary strat, as I like to call it. Because at the same time that you get batons, you get stun gas. So what you do is the batons take very little time to use, and they are usually a 1 or 2 hit kill on anything in early game. So yeah, you just basically run up to anything, you just bum rush all over the dang place like a complete psycho, and then finally, once you've taken out everything out in the field, you essentially use stun gas on anything inside a UFO, and suddenly you have captured every single thing on the map. You can interrogate everything, learn about everything, get a damage bonus against everything. It's very, very, very good. But the thing is, this also means that you can capture leaders very early as well. However, they decided to make the leaders, let's see, the officers, leaders, and praetors tend to be a lot more difficult to deal with. Yeah, we're gonna reroll this one. I don't really feel like fighting a robotic T-Rex. Very bad. Dang it. Man, we are so outgunned at this point, it's ridiculous. The cool thing is, if you can, I think, like, if you capture one of those, like, if you electrocute it and capture it, you can make, like, mech warrior mechs and things like that. So that's pretty awesome, but, yeah. Not currently at that point. Like, if I wasn't stubborn as hell, I would have just gone and started with a new run already. This is, it's not even a playthrough, it's a struggle through. It was so good early on! Then it all went south. Okay. Got the same spawn. Should be androns, they should be derpy. They should be manipulatable, and they shouldn't have freaking xenomorphs, so let's see what happens. That guy attacking from the back, by the way, that's why I generally bring the buggy along for this one. Because I can just plug in the door behind them. Even when they panic, they decide to run forward instead of backwards in that case. So, come on, no hallway spawn, good. Just got that guy. So we can screw up his aim real good. Except not with her, because she doesn't have it, and we got drones. So we got a drone, we got a cannon, and we got a rifle. This guy's probably running toxin, this guy's probably got an electric gun. It's maybe possible. Definitely a hard maybe on this one. Also, music has died, apparently. Give me a moment. No, there we go. Now it's back. I guess it just had a little bit of a pause. That happens too. Okay. Let's get you going over this way. Throw in a little bit more smoke. Get that deep smoke cover that we need. Alright, 23 right there should be just ideal, I think. Yeah. There we go. So that is deep cover all the way up to the door. Just to reiterate for like the billionth time here, this is for the purposes of making sure that they have a 1% chance to hit if they decide to fire. It doesn't matter too much for scatter fire, but if they decide to go for like rocket launchers and things like that, it'll go in the wrong direction. So that's nice. That's nice. Sometimes they can misfire, sometimes they can hit each other. Just overall, it's a good plan. So first round, we're just going to pile up in this hallway, except for that one that's out there. Hopefully they should target them. Should mitigate losses. There we go. Let's get you here and throw a little bit more smoke in this hallway so they don't decide to point blank it. If you completely cover them in smoke, usually they'll try to walk out of the smoke so that they can see a little bit better. Let's put you here. And probably... can we make the shot? Kind of. There we go. So if there was anything behind that door, it would have damaged it, but it doesn't look like there was anything back there. At the very least, it looks intimidating to the AI. Right. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and go for the second room. That's fine. That tells me that there might be a door there that they want to protect. they generally like retreating to doors. The one on the south of the room here seems to always be a red door. Not sure why, but whatever. On a side note, I went and got a little bit farther on that whole Franken laptop project I've been working on. Got a couple RAM chips sitting around on the desk here. As soon as, I don't know, as soon as I can manage to find a moment between everything else, finally cram all these computers into one functional thing. We'll see how that works out. You know, before I suddenly disappear for several months because they can't afford one after I ended up breaking all 3 of them on accident. Oh well, we'll see. Okay, nobody panic. Good. No panic. This lady's about to lose her shield, though. Okay, run in here, tell me what you see. You see another drone. Do you see door? This is real bad. Right. I need so much smoke that they don't even want to fire. In fact, you know what? I might be able to deal with this other drone. This one will probably take out this guy by the door. As long as I can get everyone else out of the way, I can fire a rocket at this drone, and it might die. More smoke at you. I just want him to waste all his turn units to get the hell out of there so they can get a decent firing chance. There. This guy's going to run down here to kind of pressure these guys, hopefully. See how that works out. This one's going to try to run it all the way down here. Okay, that works. So you need 36 to snapshot this thing. Beautiful. Okay, it hit, but it was not enough damage. Okay. Let's see. That sucks. That sucks real bad. They decided to go hide in the hidden hallway. Oh, beautiful. Okay, he decided to go for the Humvee instead. Oh, nice. And they're hiding. And it looks like instead of any extra spawns in that room, we got a transformer, we got a guy with a cannon. So, or no, with a launcher, so he's probably not going to reaction fire anything. That guy's a douche. Yeah, we're starting to get the ones that have ridiculous amounts of TUs. So they can just move a billion miles and still have a chance to fire. That was always the kind of the weak part I always felt of Xenonauts. Because they kind of got to the point where they realized, oh wait, you know, we're getting to the point where we don't have an armor system in place, so if we just decide to make it in a sort of way where, like the enemies can suddenly take impossible moves, then this will somehow work out. But ultimately it was just kind of a frustrating thing. At least in much earlier versions, I found. Like, for example, you'd have cases where you just step off the dropship and suddenly several grenades fly into your dropship. Like, okay, great. They somehow threw a grenade over, like, 2 tree lines into my helicopter. It was like it should have been a 1% throw. But no. They just got it first try, no problem. Okay, let's see if we can... go check on that door at least. Yes, we do have a door. Put this guy right here. We know there's one right here. They might run around and fire and blink off this. I need something covering them from behind, though. So, she's going to run forward. She's going to be right there. What is your bravery? 59. They've got a decent chance to not panic. Do you have any smoke left on you? Yes. So you can protect that one. This one should take the fire from these ones, as should he. You can go this way. They can't close the door right now. Right. No. let's do a backup runner here. And I guess let's have this one face this way. And see what happens. Wow. I should point out, whenever they do that... Ooh, beautiful. It's just a weak smoke cannon. And he missed all the shots. Oh! He finally got that last one. Each one of their, like, 10 shots enough to get an insta-kill on most of these guys. Perfect. Didn't even get suppressed. Come on, keep holding it. Keep holding it! Oh, actually, come to think of it, Nibble, you were mentioning the 3D version and all that of this game. That's actually also coming. Not exactly a 3D shooter kind of thing, but Xenonauts 2 is essentially just like a full 3D remake of this this particular game. All right. Nobody panic. Come on, front guy, please don't panic. Please don't panic. No! Wrong way, people. No, come on! Well, actually, that's fine. That worked out just fine. It doesn't look like there's anybody in that final room. Every single unit panicked, but he went exactly where it needed to be, as long as they don't decide to charge in there, we've won it. Right. They're dead. Typically, they won't panic twice in a row. Presumably, they're still going to win that first panic. Those two piled themselves right next to each other, so they're going to take a crap load of shots. As long as the guy doesn't panic. Like, no matter what else, if he doesn't panic, then we probably won this. I'd say like 80%, because it seems to still be variable damage, so sometimes the reactor won't explode. But, as of this morning, I figured out another way to make that happen. On accident, granted, but still. In which if you stick a rookie right there and essentially just have them drop their C4 on the ground, if anything, say like a lightning cannon, hits them, it'll splash damage to the reactor. Okay, please don't panic. Good. Okay. Beautiful. It's in there. Gonna put you right here. And that should be a victory. I probably should have moved that guy, because now that I think about it... yeah, now that I think about it, putting them right next to her was a really bad choice. Well, then again, it's really their only option right now if the C4 doesn't do it. And it appears to be lagging again. Is it lagging on your guys' side? Yes! Alright, that's another fortress gone. Base destroyed, with all 57 Terminators in there. Alright. We lost that dropship. I think that's all of our dropships, isn't it? Or do we have one still able? Sky Ranger's still around. Antivirus and Pterosaurus are out of commission. But alright, we can do one more. Should probably go for this one, because it's right nearby. Right, I need more rookies. Because we're about to start losing countries. On the plus side, even if you start losing countries in this mod, you still have a means to pull it back, because there is no funding cap on any of the countries that you get, so they can just keep coming up with more and more money to keep the world safe, more or less. So even if you lose them, you lose that income, but you haven't lost the world. So they'll find a way. Alright, let's build more there. Extra storage. Let's get that new team made. I believe this guy was one of the ones that survived, so let's turn him into a Burninator. Okay, Scringer. See if we can get those 8 guys in there. accomplish something new. No, actually, this guy was supposed to be a Burninator as well. I don't know what exactly he survived, but screw it. He doesn't get to go on this one. He is unassigned. Anyone that gets that medal, they just automatically get to be a different thing. Okay, Sarah, Lexi here, Luke. Right. Real sucky bravery on that guy. Who do we have with decent bravery here? 50, 64. Okay, this guy. This guy was made for this job. Alright. Freaking 64 brave, 70 reflexes, 50. Like, this guy's all plus 50 on or like 50 to 70 on everything. It's kind of a shame that he has to be sacrificed on this, but, you know, whatever. So, let's go double check here. Right. Defaults. Defaults. Begin with the defaults. This guy doesn't need a smoke, though. This guy can go for a light shield. Yeah, if they had gone and made the reactors any tougher, like I've still seen cases where they'll survive a hit from C4 before. But like even like if they had made them just a little bit tougher, this strategy just would not work and the run would be over. Because I've tried regular attack runs, it hasn't been working. Okay. Got something coming in over here. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Give me those easy Corvettes. Or, yeah, Corvettes. Come on, just give me all of them. We need to pull this rating back. We've got 3 days to pull it back. Engage. That is suckily close. Okay. Man, that's shaving it close. Yeah, 3 is who he's aggro to. Yeah, these guys are just going to use their speed to circle around him. This guy's gonna sit here and evade. I know it is. You're just gonna have to put up with it for the time being.
Let's wrap this up. Locked on target. What's the position? Locked on target. Damage report now. Locked on target. What's the position? Acknowledged. On your way. I almost feel bad about this. Assignment received. Don't let him recruit. Almost there. What?
Alrighty, sorry for the random pause mid-fight and all that kind of thing. Was my intention. Yeah, I know, sorry, I know. So we basically have this, well, we have a, kind of like, I guess more so of an ice leak that's been happening. And I've been trying to get maintenance to come by and friggin' fix the thing for like, hell, going on 3 weeks now. And every single time it turns out that they're just busy with something else, and yeah. They finally came by for a completely different thing from several weeks prior to that even. Okay, just barely dodged that last one. This one's gonna be pretty tight here, because it takes a pretty long time for those piranhas to kick in. The one with the missiles should be okay here. Alright.
Locked on target.
Don't do it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. First off, the second one should have been completely safe from what he was getting attacked by, but they got 45 damage anyway. He should have been safe, so I'm not really sure why he was able to get hit there. Because normally the anti-missile just instantly deletes any missiles coming his way as soon as they're locked on, so not sure what happened there. But yeah, with the second one, it's just I couldn't get him to turn out of the way in time. So that'll happen every now and then, but I have others that'll come in to finish this off. Sucks to lose those two in particular, but that's just life for you. Losses tend to mount pretty severely in this game. Okay, that's the first squad down for now. Backup squads are going their way. And finally these guys got to the base, so let's go deal with that one. Okay. And bad spawn, so we'll go ahead and abort that one. Now, to my knowledge, based off... Oh, let's see. Is it difficult to be a gamer and dad at the same time? Yeah, I'd say so. It would be a lot... Okay, here's the thing. It's not the kids part of it that makes it challenging. It's more... How do I put it? Generally speaking, once you get into a kind of groove of things, you can make it work. Like, most of the day with, you know... with the fact that I'm essentially like babysitting and watching my kids at the same time, most of the time they'll simply play. You know, I just make the rounds every now and then for diapers, make sure everyone's got their snacks, make sure everyone's got what they need, and as long as you pay attention to what they want, what they need, and don't give them you don't give them whatever they want. Give them specifically what they need. Like you eventually just sort of start to intuit, like, oh, they're asking for this thing. Do they really want this other thing? They're over there, getting upset over a toy when in reality they're just thirsty. Or, you just start to kind of intuit all this stuff in the background and just sort of get this kind of situational awareness for what they need at what time. Yeah, this isn't the spawn I want for the base. We just want that one spawn for this one. So ultimately, it gets easier. You do get interrupted at random, just sometimes with the most random stuff possible. Like, you'll go over and suddenly they'll be having a disagreement over some Legos. Like, oh man, I want this Lego, but she's also got that Lego. What do we do about this? Like, well, you each have a Lego. They're both identical. Why is this a problem? So it's just like weird baby politics you start getting used to. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's difficult for that reason. It's more so difficult from a financial angle. But I will say even that is not actually because of the kids. Like, for example, in my personal case, I got weirdly screwed over by a parents when I was a kid, which has left me in a bizarre financial state pretty much most of my decision-making life. So yeah, it's one of those cases where it's like, even despite all of my bizarre circumstances and everything else, I've still made it up to this point, so, it can't be the worst thing in the world. Alright, so we know that there's a chance for a T-Rex to spawn on the other side of this door now, so let's go ahead and pop them right here. I guess technically anything can spawn anywhere, but still. Let's go ahead and make that happen. Like, I mean, right now, technically, let's see, of the 3, 2 are currently taking a nap. They were expected to take naps at this time. They still are. Just keep monitors up to know if anybody's needing anything at any time. One is currently just over playing right now. She's all perfectly fine and nothing exactly too complicated, It's okay. Okay. We're gonna do this a little bit differently this time. I'm gonna have this guy. Actually, I'm going to find the slowest runner here. I'm going to have them chuck the 2 smoke grenades and then make the run now, so that we're not running into as much danger as last time. It's probably going to be one of these back 2 that hopefully go for a bit of a snipe here. Well, as long as one gets through the door, we should be safe enough to make the run. And I know, this is probably not the most entertaining part of this run to watch. I swear, there's a lot of really cool stuff to this mod. But, rookie base raids, this is actually something that neither the mod devs nor the game originally intended to be a thing. Like, the whole power core mechanic on the bases, The way that it was supposed to work is that, like, you're fighting through the base and you run across the core, and it's like, you can blow up the core now, and the base is just gone, or you can try and fight your way to the command room, and that's it. Like, you find, if you beat the command room, you capture that, then you get full visibility of the entire base. Then you're able to finish off whatever's in there, which sometimes leads to some really bizarre discoveries, but more on that later. Anyway, so point being, you know, that it's supposed to be your backup plan. If you can't capture the base, you do that. Alright, what are we looking at here? We got deep smoke, we got, looks like a rifle over there, shouldn't be much of a threat. We got cannon over here. Okay, he lost his shield. There's, yeah, it looks like a tank. Yeah, there's the core. That's the target here. It's been the target the whole time. Ooh, wow, you've got points for days. Me likey. Alright, looks like we got a transformer in here, so we should be good to just turn around. Should be relatively safe. This tank's probably going to go for this. It's going to have one more shot. I want to make sure to have a guy right there to take it. So, let's go get this guy right here to protect this one from running back. What is your bravery? 65, that's about as good as we can hope for. These are about as good odds as we can possibly get in this circumstance. I'm going to throw a smoke out here to hopefully mess with these guys' AI. See how that works out. Put a backup plan right here. If he decides to go shoot at these two, perfect. Now then, Mr. Beef Brave Max over here, you're gonna go bravely chuck a smoke grenade over here, mess up with this guy. This one right here is actually going to go start securing the escape for anyone that can make it. And then this one right here is going to go chuck another smoke right here in case it's needed. Alright. No panic. I'm on for no panic. Nice. Okay, got a really crappy roll on a smoke cannon. That thing can do, I believe, up to like 120 or something, and he got a 30. Alright, that's fine. See, the weird part is, they give you shotguns, but in the base game, the only benefit that, well, a shotgun had only two benefits over a rifle. They did more or less the same damage, but a shotgun would essentially get all their bursts at the same time, meaning that if somebody was using a shield, it would be able to attack them, whereas if somebody's using a burst, they will only take the first shot and then turn around to block the rest, as you saw right there. The weird part is, the AI did not have shields in the original. So, it's interesting where the Cesians all come in with shields now. Okay, perfect. We can go ahead and consider this one mission accomplished. Alright. One there, and for good measure, let's go ahead and put you as the backup plan. Chuck one back there. There we go. So this thing is definitely destroyed. We can have these guys turn around and get out of here. Anybody that survived can now run. Now it looks like we haven't gotten any spawns back here for some reason. This guy can go into this little nook, little safety nook. Might even get Private Beef Max. I'd really be happy if he survived. Put these two shield boys out of here. This might be the highest survival rate ever if we get out of here. You can't do anything to disarm those two C4s. So that's okay by me. So, whatever. Let's get out of here. This is the most without a hitch that it's ever happened. Interestingly, tanks can get fully absorbed by a shield, drones can't. This is why I keep saying, okay, one suppressed. The other four can still make it out. No! Okay, he's trying to suppress everybody. Yeah, anybody making it out of this likely would get bonuses to Brave, AP, or turn units, and likely to health. There we go. That's earth-shattering kaboom. Oh, nice. Nice. There were so many explosions, didn't even know what to do. Okay, Beef Max has fallen. Can you carry him? Do you have the technology? Okay, if he drops the shield, drops the C4, drops the smoke, he can get him out of here. Alright. Yeah, one escapee. Got another. Can you make it? No. Can you? No, because they have to stand up. That's the sucky part. Oh well. Doesn't matter, we got some out. This is... yeah. And he got revived, so this is now the highest survival rate of any of these have gotten so far. And another base destroyed. So all three of those guys, they now get promotions. Not exactly promotions so much as, well, they get given a unique class. Okay, so first off, where is he? Beef Brave Max, you are now the newest God dang it, why am I having such a hard time with words today? You are the newest Burninator. You Burninated harder than anyone else. Somehow. Whoa. Oh, no, that better have saved. That better have saved. It just crashed on me. I don't know. This is the most crashes I've ever seen. This game never crashes. Oh, God, it's been that kind of day. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to call it there for today until I can figure out what the hell's going on with all that. And, yeah, should be back for more of this comeback tour tomorrow. So see you then, take care, and have a good one.